All right, so we're back. So, as you guys have moved through the main roads, you guys start to casually pass by, and keeping an eye out. A 17 on the perception is very good, and you felt you're kind of leading that charge as you guys. Or no, who was that? Who is perceptive? I'm sorry, Atok. 12 with 12. You're kind of leading the charge and just following along, but it's bright in the day. You guys are following the main road. What could happen? As you guys start to move down this path, from some of the bushes to the side, an ambush does shoot out as a couple arrows fly out towards you. You're quickly, like a pile of arrows all shooting all around you. And you start to see the moblins charging out from some of the bushes. This was a pretty strategic ambush spot right here. Who's in the front of the line? It's Atok right now, right?
As of right now, I believe yes.
Okay. Felton, I'm assuming, is in the middle, and Sylvan bringing up the rear.
Roughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring you guys into the map as you guys are being swing at it. I need you guys to roll an initiative for yourselves. And
is Navi out, by the way?
oh yeah, I gotta get Navi too.
Okay. I'll go ahead and drag her on. Roll that initiative like you said.
Okay. Just need to find my token.
Wait, you have a one. Okay, hold on. So what is this 15 with initiative within one? I'm confused.
I have
You got a
advantage on
plus
initiative
12?
rolls.
I think you have guidance on.
No, I just have advantage on initiative rolls because of Natural Explorer. I don't know.
Right,
why
but where's the
I've done
plus
like
12, dude?
I think
Okay.
no, the
plus
12 is just-
That's crazy.
the 12
No,
is just the roll. Was just a regular roll.
Oh no, he rolled with advantage, so one of those rolls was natural one.
Yeah.
That's why it's red.
Okay,
Oh, I think my Discord messed up. If you can't hear me,
that
sorry.
looked
Hold
really
on.
weird. I have them split where it's like on two sides, right?
Yeah, so do I. Where's the point coming from? That's weird.
Oh, it's your
that's initiative
flat
tiebreaker.
dex modifier?
No,
That's tiebreaker.
Okay.
Oh, I'm doomed.
Okay.
The first thing I'll do is dive on Felton. I mean, dive. Yeah, I want to take all the damage.
You're a little bit small.
All right. So first shot of arrows coming over. This one's towards Atok. As the bombardment of arrows shoots down, you manage to dodge right underneath it as the arrow flies right past you. The second one shooting out from the bushes. This one is coming towards Felton. And that is a 19 plus whatever. So I'm assuming that hits.
Yep.
7 points of damage against you.
Ooh.
And then finally, this last arrow coming out from afar is against Atok, and that's a 2, so that's going to be fine. Sylvam, that is your turn. You're currently surprised, so you can take reactions now if you need be.
Oh, it didn't add me to the turn order. That was my bad.
Who didn't get the turn order? Oh, there you
If only I had that. No, 50.
I don't have any spells. I don't have any reaction spells, I don't think, so you can go ahead and skip my turn. Or skip my reaction.
Alright, so Atok and Felton, Atok and Sylvam can take their reactions. Next Moblin is going to move in, charging towards Sylvam and try and swing with a scimitar. That is 15 plus 4, 19. 19 just hits, yeah. Minimum damage, 3 damage though. And Navi's up, and then... Alright, Moblin, that is a 5, that misses Felton. And the elites start to move in now, charging. You guys will see some pretty large Moblins charging in, diving in with their spear. I'm sorry, longsword. And he swings over towards, this would be towards Sylvam. Oops. That's a 17 plus... Apparently they only have a plus 3 to hit? Really? Okay.
No! That still hits my armor class of 19 by 1.
That
By
is
1.
7 points of damage.
Oh.
Why? I'm looking at the... Hold on, so side note really quick. I'm looking at the Hobgoblin character sheet now,
Yeah.
and why are they using a longsword with a +1? And why are the goblins have a +4 to hit? That is
Goblins use dex weapons.
Okay, they have +3, but goblins use dex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, so a normal goblin versus a hobgoblin, just to kind of meta a little bit.
Ironically, they would win.
Yes, that's
Right.
so.
So it's more roleplay over mechanics, and typically, while hobgoblins are strong, they're not the type who just run out and rush you down.
Yeah.
They plan, they lead,
They're
right?
the planners, yeah. But okay, there's the martial advantage. 1 second. So once per turn, the hobgoblin can deal an extra 2d6 to a creature it hits with its attack. If that creature is 5 feet within an ally, okay, that's where that damage thing comes to different. So he rolled. Shoot, what was it? Let's see. That was 7 point or what did I roll? Shoot, no, that's 2. That's
7 points of damage.
That was 7 points of damage against it, and then now it's a 2d6 on top of that.
No!
6 damage on it. I'm like, why are these things so much weaker? I didn't realize it.
An extra 6?
May I ask you?
Yeah, it's an extra 6
sorry.
for the martial advantage ability that they got.
Okay.
Hey, Prunk, can I ask you a real quick question as well,
Yeah,
by the way?
Go ahead.
To be sure, these moblins classified are basically humanoids, right?
Correct.
Interesting.
Yes, hobgoblins are humanoid goblinoids. Next little moblin is going to try and swing at Atok. That is a 9, so I'm sure that misses.
It.
Oops. Alright, this one's moving in with his longsword. That's a miss as well. And then Felton, end of your turn.
Yep.
Moblin, all the way at the back, is going to move over here, and then he's going to take a shot at Atok. That's a miss as well. And then back to the main initiative. So you guys can now take your actions. This one is going to kind of charge over and start surrounding. He's going to swing with some advantage as Atok is completely flanked. That is 17 plus.
That definitely hits.
6 points of damage. Other one is going to take its arrow and shoot it at Atok again. That is 20 to hit. Not a natural 20, but...
That definitely still hits.
It's another 7. And then final one is going to shoot at Felton again. Or actually this one, yeah, he's going to charge in over here and then take a scimitar swing. That is another 17 plus. Alright, that is 5 points of damage at Felton.
Alright.
Atok, the bombardment of arrows and swords, you're in a pretty heavy spot, and all these moblins are just charging down at you, doing as best they can to wail on you all. But you finally have a moment to catch your breath, and you have a action. What do you want to do?
Huh. It would probably be best to run away, but that would leave the others open. Disengage will probably be the best for now.
Alright.
Okay. Roughly
What
here
is your
should.
plan?
Oh, disengaging.
And then? Ah.
Yeah.
Nigarandayo, Smokey!
Perfect. But no, with this, I will have to use my bonus action to expend a charge of my wild shape and enter my starry form. Of course, Archer.
Alright.
That will end Atok's turn.
Alright, Sylvam, you are surrounded with a bunch of moblins. Felton's is pretty vulnerable at this point.
Felton! Run! And I need to make sure this is a bonus action. Because I'm gonna run like shit, but I need to make sure.
I'll die then.
Well, I'm gonna heal. I'm either gonna heal you or I'm gonna do one of these, but I'm not sure. Yeah, as a bonus action. So I'm gonna do this one, right? Bonus action. Keeper of Flame.
Alright. Is that the right one? Because that's the one with undead.
Oh, you're right. I keep clicking the wrong one. Keeper Flame AoE. See, I have this one labeled Fire AoE. There we go.
All right.
All right. And now I'm thinking, should I either cast one which is concentration that gives you a +2 to your armor class, right? Or
It's 20 feet, right?
no. For the Keeper Flame.
Yeah.
So it doubles the range of a light source that I have. I have my lantern out, which is 60 feet. Doubling that is 120 feet.
Oh, damn. Home map. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Don't bother with the AOE showing. It's the whole map.
It's all.
It's all of it.
All the insects in the background, all the birds, everybody's that's chirping. Proof.
Oh, can't do that. It's a bonus action,
Bonus.
and I already did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Up to 3.
You can use a bonus action as an action.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. All right, so Navi is moving next turn, so I can't use Navi. Frick. If I blast this way, will it hit Navi?
If you no, unless you crit miss.
I have a 15-foot AoE. I could do a blast. I'm thinking. Let me see.
Oh, if it's a spell, it's possible if it's an AoE one.
It's no A. He's thinking of AoE, 15 foot.
Yeah, the cone. I'm trying to like see who I can blast without like. Should I do it? Or... Fuck it. Sylvan dies. He dies a hero.
What?
Sylvan always getting knocked down.
And it gets up again.
You'll get up again.
So 15-foot cone, right? Felton, didn't you just measure that out where it would hit?
I'll post this. How does 15-foot cone look?
I forget. There's like an extension where it properly measures it, like for you, where you can just do a cone measurement. That's the one thing I hated about Roll20.
Yeah.
It doesn't have good measuring tools. Uh-oh. Ooh, who has that? Thank you. Thank you.
I just can't remember how to take it out. Freezing.
Would it count this one?
If you move 5 feet, it'll get even more.
That should be 15 feet.
Alright, and if I sidestep, can I get this one too?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will sidestep and blast all of them. DC 14 dex save, or they're going to take 9 fire damage.
Let's see. 4.
And then I'm gonna run away.
Well, that's
Run, Felton! Yeah, I know.
Alright.
You know what? I won't run.
The
I will run. I will. Fuck. Should I run? Should I not run?
You're the one with the AC, mate.
Fuck it. Swing at me. I'll just run like down here-ish so I can get on here. Yeah. There. Alright, so I get 2 op attacks, I think.
Alright, so you start moving down. So that burn of hands kills 3 of the moblins outright. One of them kind of burning, but mostly hiding behind the big leader back. He kind of takes the brunt of the fire for it. As you start to retreat, the other hobgoblin is like, "You don't go!" He just swings and smashes up against you. What is that? A 7? That's a 4. Okay, so 4 to miss.
Yes, sir. Don't forget the extra 2 damage they got from the candlelight torch that hits everyone. Rest in peace, Navi. I'm sorry.
She was in the AoE, to be honest.
That's why I was like, will it hit Navi?
Let's see.
It's a 50-foot cone.
She'll be back. She always comes back.
Oh. Well, yeah, she's dead.
Alright, Moblin's turn is going to move in. trying to get into a good position. And then he's going to swing at Atok. That 9 plus 4, 13 misses. Other Moblin, the burned up one, is going to make himself over. He's going to lift up his shield, drop his bow, and start charging over towards Atok. I'm sorry, not Atok, Felton, but that's a miss anyway. However, the elite is going to take advantage of that opportunity and focus on the squishy wizard. And highest roll with advantage is a 5.
All right.
The other one is going to make a chase towards Sylvam. 7 as well. Okay. Felton, what you want to do? You are currently surrounded by one little one who is badly burned, and then the other one who is pretty beefy.
Well, I'm not enjoying any of this. Very basic answer to all of it. Peace out.
Bye!
Go invisible first! Oh, yeah, you actually did.
Alright, so invisibility does provoke attack of opportunity still. It's just with the disadvantage. But that's an 8 plus, that doesn't hit. And then the other one, that doesn't hit as well.
And now they have no clue where I am. Peace out.
Alright. He is going to shoot at Sylvan. 16 plus 4.
That
20,
hits.
Yep. 6 points of damage.
Well, we might continue this running joke of Sylvan always going down.
Next shot.
Unfortunately.
Natural 20 at Atok, though.
No!
Ooh.
7 points of damage, though.
Ooh, getting close though.
And then Atok, it is your turn.
Which is the one that fired at me specifically, by the way?
It's this
Sorry.
one all the way up here.
I will keep that in mind.
You are in melee, so disadvantage.
Oh, I'm not using melee right now. I am
range.
trying to bludgeon
Yeah,
the one directly in front of me with a primal savagery. And because these things are actually humanoids, favorite enemy applies.
It is.
So let's see. If this is right. Yep.
Alright, that will hit. 9, takes it down. How do you kill it?
A simple retaliatory strike punch directly into its head. Turns around and fires a radiant bolt at. That was supposed to be advantage because first turn of. Actually, no, not first turn of combat anymore. Never
The
mind.
boss is here.
No, that's just for visual.
Oh, okay. Got worried.
Alright. This is the big one. Ooh!
He looks like a
Two big
dog.
ones.
Alright, so you took you took a primal savagery,
Slightly.
took out the 1, and then what do you want to do for bonus?
Bonus action is definitely going to be Radiant Bolt, but I believe I'm actually going to help Sylvan here. And I have advantage because I am attacking a target next to a teammate.
Yeah, sneak attack. Or what do you got? Okay. Pack tactics.
Pack Tactics. So, Radiant Bolt. And favorite enemy, so, boop.
Alright.
Oh,
9
both
will
9.
miss, though, unfortunately.
With that, Atok is going to try to gather a little bit more range and slightly cover behind a rock face. And that will end Atok's turn.
Alright. Sylvam, is it the beginning of your turn or end of your turn?
I can go click it right now. Give me one sec. Keeper flame. This one. Bonus action, light source, person players up ability, choose creature within range, rating there to get your proficiency bonus at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
This lasts for 1 minute at the end of each of my turns. Okay. So, at the end of each of my turns, what I'm going to do now is I gotta one-hand my longsword and I'm gonna smack the guy in front of me. Just, get off of me! Okay,
Alright.
never mind.
That's a miss.
Now, Sylvan doesn't disengage, but like, so I look like a tree, right? And this is a bush, a tree, right?
Yes, it is a giant. It's a giant bush.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and like try and dash in there. I'm not stealthing because stealthing's an action, but
Okay.
I want to try and lose them in the bushes, right?
Alright.
And then on my next turn.
He does make an attack of opportunity, and it will miss.
Alright, it's in my turn though.
All right. At the end of your turn, all the damage is taken. This one does die from the burns. And then all the other little ones are kind of wounded. Moblin is that one's dead. That one's dead. Elite. Destroy Lantern. And he is going to
All right,
charge full.
All right, that's shining bright, regardless where you are. You have a target with you.
Yeah, you have a bright lantern, so it's gonna the light. He's gonna just get basically searching for the light. He is going to make a swing. That will hit. That is 7 points of damage. He doesn't get his other one though, or doesn't actually. Nope. Yeah, so he doesn't have his martial advantage. So that's just 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then it's its turn, and then the elites will come in though. That is a 3, so you are fine. Felton, you see 2 of them charging the bushes. And you are currently invisible. What do you want to do?
Preferably stay invisible. Just a moment. First things first. Well, I'm not sure where. Can I see them in the brushes at all?
It's bright and you can see it, but yeah, you would be able to kind of see them in the bushes.
Awkwardly, all right.
They're pretty big guys, yeah.
Well, first things first. Back out. To follow this, preferably. To the back. And let's see. Sylvum's covered in stuff. And he's covered in stuff.
Felton.
Do they seem hurt?
They are not really that wounded, other from the fire AoEs.
Mm-hmm. Not really that hurt. Okay. Yeah. Let's do shatter on them.
All right.
Shell's just flying about. But yes, I'll aim at them and I'll only include them technically. I don't think I can reach. Actually, just a moment. Let me check. On the range on this here, but okay, it's a 10-foot radius. Okay, so it's just from here. So just these guys. The doom.
All right.
So
what's a
both
con
of
save?
them. Yes, Constitution saving throw for both of them.
And what's the DC?
15.
All right. One does make it just barely. The other one does get it. So 13 and
So-
half.
Yep. Should be a decent blow to their health bars.
All right. One of them is badly wounded. The other one is just it's not wounded yet.
All right. That was my turn.
All right. You are no longer invisible. The Moblin is going to kind of move up a little bit, and then he is going to take a shot at Atok. 17 hit.
17 does hit.
3 points of damage. And then the other Moblin is all the way in the back. And he is going to shoot as well. That's a 5. Atok, it is your turn. This is the one that crit you earlier.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember this one. Atok is going to use a real quick produce flame as his action against the one in immediate range.
Burn! Okay.
Another 9 against it.
Damn, the 9 will miss, unfortunately.
And bonus action, try to get some, some of the stress off his back and try to fire a Radiant Bolt at it.
At Moblin or the elite?
The Moblin.
Okay, that will put it down. How do you want to do it?
After missing so many times against the one that got a real good shot, Atok finally gets a good shot back at it.
Pew! Beam of light just shooting right from you. It's piercing that and pinning him down to the ground. Alright, Sylvam. Or unless you want to move. But Sylvam, it's your turn.
Sylvan's going to look back and forth, and he touches himself. He just like slaps his own ass and just dumps all of his lay on hands, like 15 points of it just right on his own butt cheeks. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Alright, so lay on hands, boost up yourself. You are back up and running. At the end of your turn, you deal 2 damage to everybody that's alive. That tiny moblin up top, just surging, he is looking bad. Owie! And he's going to move in to get into a flanking position of the lights, and he is going to swing with advantage. That will do that. That is 9 points of damage total.
Okay.
And then the other one will swing with advantage as well against you. But that is, again, a max of a 5 with advantage.
So he misses?
He misses.
Okay.
Alright, Felton, what do you want to do?
Alright, which one of the two looks really the worst?
The one to the north, this guy.
This one looks the
He's
worst.
taking a lot of blows.
Like he looks alright, and the one below?
He is just barely overwounded.
Alright, so call upon the arcane and the oh so glorious magic missile at level 2. Both of them get 2 bolts each.
Alright, roll damage for the first 2 up towards top.
Right, so top gets a 2d4 plus 2. Essentially a regular healing potion of the face, just with damage.
He goes down.
And a similar treatment to the one below. 5.
Nice.
And I invoke and as that happens, I invoke the Darkness of the Mind. He makes a wisdom saving throw, or I'm invisible to him then.
Alright.
I invoke the Darkness of the Mind. Wisdom save for him.
12.
He fails. I'm invisible to him.
Alright.
Where are these beams coming from? Kill Lantern Man!
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, the last moblin is a last-ditch effort trying to kill the light. He swings, and that is a 15 to hit, which I think misses.
19 armor class. It does miss.
Alright, Atok, what you want to do?
Atok is going to try to take some of the heat off of his ally by firing directly at this Macaulin as much as he can. Do I have disadvantage because of firing into a bush?
No, you're fine.
Okay, so it's just advantage then. Radiant Bolt at first.
Alright, Radiant Bolt at first level, shoot.
Well, Bolt Starlight.
Oh, okay, 15 does hit. And the poor little moblin is down. This ambush has gone very poorly for them after that first round. Anything else for a bonus?
With his... Oh, that was the bonus action, the Archer form.
Oh, nice.
Start.
No. Anything for
Bolt
your
of
action?
Starlight. I gotta rename it. With the action, Atok wants to move down and make sure he doesn't hit his ally with, well, the first arrow he's going to fire in quite a while. From a longbow.
Woo!
And
13 will miss.
Cursing my marksmanship right now. That is all for my action, though.
Though he has no longer any allies to flank.
All right, the hobgoblin is completely overwhelmed, and he'll kind of growl, look around at some options. He doesn't have really anywhere to run. It's a pretty open field from here. He will throw down his sword.
You win.
Take me to your leader! And then I'm gonna do like the "We come in peace" sign with my fingers, like the W thing. Yeah.
Just kind of like so. Felton, do you want? So he's throwing down his weapon. What do you want to do?
Felton?
Felton, he's dead.
He looks really bunked quite a lot, right? Hurt.
Yeah, he's pretty badly wounded. Or he's
I'm
not
thinking of
badly
the-
wounded, but he's wounded. You could finish him.
did he-
At this point, you could finish him off easily if you wanted.
Did he drop his weapon?
He did drop his weapon.
Then I simply action to mage hand his weapon away from him.
All right, your mage hand grabs his blade, brings it over towards you. It is a
Yep.
pretty standard longsword.
Let the team decide on this one.
Don't kill it! We can get him a job! I'm gonna look over at him. Do you have a
I doubt
9 to 5? Maybe you could work for us. We have benefits. We have dental.
Sorry,
He's
an
gonna.
idea of 9 to 5. I'm rather take that.
He kind of looks at you, puzzled and confused.
Well, listen. There is a reason you attacked us on the streets, right?
Yes, look for treasure.
Well, we can give you treasure, and instead of attacking people, you can just help us. We can give you more treasure in one day than you have gotten in the past week from attacking people on the road. It's called a job. It's mutually beneficial.
Job. Tell me
Job.
more about job.
Well, I give you treasure, and you help me with things.
I help the leader. My job is send moblins to get me treasure.
But I could be the leader. I could give you treasure so you wouldn't need to send any moblins. It would be easier.
He give me treasure. What about moblins?
No more moblins. You work for us. We're the light-hearted crew. What is your name, good sir? What do they call you?
1 second. Let's see, moblin names. So.
Atok's gonna look over to Sylvam, and Sylvan's gonna look over to Atok. My bad.
Rah!
And alright, well, stay there for a moment. Allow me to talk to my comrades here. And I'll hand him a piece of gold or 1 rupee and say, there's more where that came from. Just remain here and be nice.
He just kind of looks at it and just he kind of puts it in his armor pocket. I'm gonna be listening. Give me 1 second though.
Okay. So, listen. The plan is we can hire him as an intern to carry our stuff. He can be like, Gary the intern.
I already have a bag for carrying stuff.
Well, maybe we can give him another job, maybe a scout or something. Listen, It is unlawful for me to kill someone who has
Trap
already
clear.
surrendered.
Excellent.
No, we will not endanger his life any further.
What do you mean? He can endanger
Well, we're
ours.
going to be in danger anyway.
Well, he already surrendered. It is against my code to attack someone who has surrendered. I
can
don't think we
understand
should
that.
let him flee, because then he'll return to the Moblins and inform them of not only our presence, but of what we're doing. And I don't think killing him should be right. So the only thing we can do is take him under our wing. If we bring him to the prisons, they'll surely kill him.
I mean,
How do you
you
know
went
that?
about it the weird way, but I agree with your sentiments.
Well, they give no holding room for Moblins. Have you seen a Moblin in town?
Well, now, question. Are you willing to take responsibility for it?
Yes, for all of his actions, I shall educate it, get it a college degree, and a job. I'm glad you got that, Frunk. I'm glad you got that reference.
Yeah. Like Gary the intern. Everybody wants a Gary.
Alright.
Oh god, are we going to become Pokemon trainers by the end of this?
No. So I have no intentions of actually making him like an NPC that you have to like DM or whatever the fuck, Frunk. Like I just want him to like do things, and then I'll feed him a gold. Like
I mean,
all
as
of
a meta-knowledge type of deal, that
Hmm.
seems pretty interesting recruiting characters.
well,
not
yeah,
like
but
this
then you get like a
exactly,
big
but-
one. Yeah.
I actually,
So like,
there is a bit of
My-
sorry, I do
You first.
have a little bit of rules for things like this to actually recruit them, and it could be beneficial overall in this overall story.
like my thing more was just like I was planning to maybe if there's like information we need to gather, instead of going to towns and talking to all the NPCs again and again and again and going through that like whole NPC dialogue tree, we could just have the Moblin go out, scout, and then come back, right? Instead of you find 2,000 gold, but you can't carry it all, right? Because it'll slow you down in combat. We just hand it to our buddy Ra, right? Like all the crunchy stuff we give to Ra. Like the crunch is from levels 1 to 3. We're 4 now. We're hiring our interns to do the crunch for us.
I'm just imagining the dumb thing where we just take it to a great fairy and we bless it with intelligence and consciousness. Not
Well,
like
it has-
intelligence, but like
A greater intelligence. It's I forget what it's called, but there's something in the brain that separates humans from animals, and it's the idea that you can think about thinking. You want him blessed with that because it
Sentience?
seems moreover he's kind of primal,
Or is it
not
sapience?
sentient, because there are sentient. Like dogs are sentient, but they can't think on a deeper level than people can, right?
yeah, I can't remember if it's sentience or sapience. That's the defining word for that.
Mm. But
So what is your plan with with the flipping Moblin?
he'll be an intern to help us out with the smaller things. Maybe talk to the Moblin community so we don't get attacked on the road.
How do you see that working out?
I don't know, maybe he could tell his people that we helped him, and he could offer them all jobs, 9 to 5s, and then we could reform the community so the roads would be safer.
Do you
Think
have
about
that
it.
amount of rupees?
No,
Or
not us.
influence.
Maybe we can get the city on board. So we turn the roadside bandits into the roadside guards, open up a trade route, get a bit of tax going, we can reform Hyrule, and then we can financially remove Ganon because we'll have an entire guard army. We won't even need the Triforce. They can just attack the Gerudo badly. Listen, I'm thinking ahead, buying real estate, getting a 401k, and building your wealth the way Graham Stephan intended.
Sylvam,
We're playing kick the can. You're trying to play 4D chess.
Sylvam, ask them specifically. Would Moblins be able to ask them specifically? Would they be able to not hurt anyone and protect everyone and follow everyone and not have their regular fun?
Well, the only way we'll find out is to try. I mean, if you look at yourself,
Ask
Felton, We weren't very nice to you originally. How about you ask? He has to be introduced to the entirety of the party. So let's go on slowly, slowly. We won't scare him.
He's just
So
gonna
then
stand-
Can I?
I'm gonna-
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna approach slowly, and I'm gesture everyone behind me. Kind of come back, and I'm gonna put my sword and everything in my sheath, and be like, "Hello, Ra! I have returned with a few friends. We have a proposition for you, if you're willing to listen."
Yes. What is proposition?
Well, my friend here, and I'll gesture to Felton. Like,
Felton puts on scary mask.
don't scare him away.
Adds to intimidation. May I roll an intelligence check to know of Moblin culture? Yeah, give me, I would say history or intelligence, whatever you want to do.
I have advantage. Gotta love Ranger.
Because you're learning, you're mostly on just goblinoid like history at this point, right here, and their hierarchy. All right, so you know that for goblins there is a hierarchy in the world with it. The moblins are there's straight up moblins, which are kind of like the lowest forms. And then there's hobgoblins who kind of rule over there, and then there are bugbears who are on top of that. And there are so they have a little bit of a racial hierarchy in their clans, who tend to rule them, and they usually rule by strength. You would also know that goblins in general like to eat people and animals and stuff like that. So like they are carnivorous, and they'll eat whatever is good to them. But you also would know that they mostly like treasure. They like shiny things, and they can be easily manipulated because of that. So the best way to bribe a goblin is either with food or gold.
Or both in our case.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And we can offer him both and many more. Think about traders. Listen, the mask salesman makes thousands of shining things a day. We can get him more, and we can teach him cuisine. Imagine he tries a ham sandwich. Maybe a meat lover's sandwich. We could change his life. I bet he only tasted one type of meat in his entire life, and that's people. We could show him the luxuries of the modern world.
So
I mean,
instead of
we
slaughtering
could
people,
also
just slaughter
as-
pigs.
Actually, yeah, does Sylvan have meat?
I mean, I'm a tree, so I don't eat meat. I just kind of like vibe.
Also, we're forgetting one very important thing here. Goodberry.
Yeah, so like Sylvan just sticks his roots in and like good berries. He doesn't get hungry. He just kind of vibes, right?
No, I mean for the Mogoblin.
Okay. Do you really want to give him a good berry? Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
hello!
okay. I'll point out
Are
one
you
thing
hungry?
specifically on good berries. It sustains them. It doesn't fill them. It just sustains them.
Yeah. That's
That
one of the
means
best
that
parts about it, though.
They're still hungry.
Right, so like it doesn't. It just keeps
It
you
doesn't
from like
kill the
dying
hunger.
of hunger.
It just prevents you from dying from hunger.
Yeah.
Well, when dealing with, would you consider them rabid? Not really rabid.
Yeah, and they probably haven't eaten in a while, so they probably would be like dying of hunger if they're out here being bandits and shit. Like, you know, raiders usually don't eat well.
Okay, if you
Yeah,
give
so
them
it's a
have
berry-
supplemental
okay,
thing as opposed to.
Just saying, you give them a berry, they'll. Okay, I ate the berry. I'm still hungry.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree with you. But we have rations, right? One of you has rations.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gesturing for you guys to come over. I don't get why you're still standing by. Like Sylvan's like angry, like, come here.
Oh,
Please
we're
talk
just
to my
talking
new
about
friend.
stuff, sorry.
Talk to my new friend Ra. Listen, so these will be your new bosses, Ra. There's Atok, Felton, and I am Sylvan. We can pay you in coin and food, and we'll even clean you up. Does he look like dirty and
He
things?
looks filthy as hell.
Alright, so then I'm going to gesture to Felton. Clean him with prestidigitation. Felton,
All right. So you start to clean him, and he's like, "Ah,
No touching there.
and just gets to kind of like rub, and like he starts becoming a little bit cleaner and cleaner, and then he just looks
Look.
kind of pristine.
Look, you smell better, you feel better, and you're cleaner now. We're changing things
culture.
for you for the better. One step at a time.
Teeth
That seems a
feel
little
funny.
bit presumptuous.
We won't get sick anymore. So, Atok, you hand him the food.
Give this all a persuasion check first, too, by the way.
Yes, he does smell like strawberry and mint. No.
Is there any way I can get advantage? No?
You just cleaned him, so sure.
That's an 18.
All right, he's coming over to your side a little bit.
Does it help that I'm wearing the scary mask?
That's intimidation.
Don't-
You better get
Listen,
better.
you don't
They respect strength, so this is perfect.
want to intimidate them. Intimidation is a weak stat because it only works 1 or 2 times. But as soon as they feel the urge to rise up, they're not going to be intimidated anymore.
I mean, it's a Magoblin, so I feel like different tactics sometimes may be needed.
True.
I was going to suggest maybe saying something along the lines of "You can get stronger with us" as well.
Right. You want love, not fear, because fear only works until they feel they have the power to challenge you. Right? They love you, they'll be with you forever.
But if you have a Death Star,
I'm still looking at this guy as a trap clearer, but anyways.
sorry about that. All right,
Out of
listen.
character. Out of
I
character.
might not
I'm
go
seeing
in.
this as a trap clearer.
I mean, out of character, he's probably going to become a trap clearer, and I'm totally fine with that. But Sylvam in character wants him to become a better man. But like in game, we can totally throw him at the wall. I don't give a fuck.
Jeez.
Should have just finished him off.
Just like bullet wall, I don't care. No, because now we have a bullet wall, right?
Hopefully.
Anyway,
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I'm half convinced this will turn back at us the moment the second Moblin army camp attacks.
well, yeah, but if we kill 2 Moblin camps and he sees us, he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, they're even stronger than I thought." Right?
No, but thanks. If he attacks, I will kill him.
That's fair. Anyway, Atok, give him the food.
All right.
All right, will do.
He grabs the berry. He hands the berry. He sniffs it. Ugh. And he kind of like resentfully puts it in his mouth and crunches down. Just kind of like making faces while he's chewing it. Yeah. I don't like.
And you don't have to. You can still eat some meat. I have some actual meat rations in my pack. That's more just to help out with hunger. Before you get to eat on the good stuff.
We have
Drawing
mul-
a ration from his... Oh, sorry.
No, you first.
Shall we
Drawing
just sit on
a-
the rock and rest for a bit?
Thing of beef jerky from his pack. He passes it over towards the Magoblin. There's some jerky.
Are we actually are we taking a short rest right now?
That's up to you guys.
I mean, yeah, short
Yeah,
rest.
out
He's
of-
changed to only 10 minutes, so I don't see why not.
It's an hour.
No.
That's an
Remember
hour.
the DM like had changed it to
Yeah,
10 minutes.
a
or
short
something.
rest is 10 minutes, and then a long rest is 8 hours.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Why
go
do I
on this
keep
rock.
forgetting this?
But you can only take long rests in a camp or town.
All right. I'll take a short rest.
Does anyone else need magical healing?
Die.
So what with Ron, he's gonna kind of asking questions like, "So what you want from me?"
Well, you'll help us out. You'll aid us. What do you do now? You wait on the road for people to pass by, right? Well, maybe if you follow us and travel the road and do as we say, a few instructions, a few jobs, nothing harder than what you're doing now, you'll get twice as much gold and twice as much food.
I have family. I know road traveler.
We'll even insure your family too. Think about it like this. You can return to your family and bring
twice the amount of goodies that you've been bringing now, or you can stay here and possibly die like the rest of your friends. As I gesture like all the bodies. Right? Or you can work for us and bring in twice as much of the goodies to your family. This sounds like a win-win to me.
These
Not to mention by... Oh, sorry.
These Moblin, good soldier, deserve home.
Well, they did deserve a home, but they attacked people on the road. And there's nothing stopping you from becoming the next one that dies with them. But if you stand with us, maybe we can keep you alive and create peace.
Moblins are always hunted. Like, we attack to survive.
Well, we can teach you a different way to survive, where you won't have to attack.
I follow for now.
For now. Alright, now we will have to... I'm sorry, but we will have to tie you up just to make sure you don't make any hasty decisions.
Don't feel like that's needed.
It is. Sylvan's a nice guy, but he's not stupid, right? He's not just gonna let the enemy have his weapons back and be like, yeah, you can chill with us. Like, we're tying him up, and A-Talk, you're holding him at like a 50-foot rope. You're gonna pull him behind him.
So he's in his armor and stuff. He has submitted. He's kind of accepting imprisonment in a way.
Yeah. Like, the ropes won't be tight, but like, specifically, like, if he tries something, you could just snap the rope and pull him to the ground.
They're not tight unless he wants to.
Kinky.
I would actually like to do some talking to a goblin on our way, on our talk, because I think Sylvan's quite, what would you call it? Not boorish? I'm trying to think of a wood pun for it.
Dense or hollow?
Both. I guess the pun already leafed my mind or something like that. Also because hit dice are very good.
Alright, so I think at this point too, so you guys have taken your short rest. You guys are rolling up your dice. We are back on into Hyrule Field. It's been a 10-minute break or so. You're still in midday. You can easily make it to the village before nightfall. And so we'll have you guys keep pressing forward. In the meantime, what are you asking or talking to with Ra?
So, tell me, how long have you been out on the road with your prior group?
We travel lots. We go raid, come back home. We've been out for small time.
So, you mainly do this because, well, there's not much else to do, right? Fighting to survive, killing to survive.
Yes, I survive. We fight for glory, for food, for treasure.
Too different from people. That said,
Human Hylians, they fight for same, but we show strong. They
how strong is
cower
your
behind
leader?
Big walls.
Oh, sorry.
They fight from afar. You can kind of see he kind of like he doesn't like how a lot of them have kind of fight. He definitely has more of a barbaric.
Says people who attacked us with bows. Sure.
We close enough. We have to take advantage. You can kind of see all the bows are kind of crudely made and stuff like that too. Like they don't really make many of their weapons. We scavenge
I
and
can
use
tell you.
what we find.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that, Prunk. It seems like we're having some serious Discord delays on my side.
Oh, you're fine. Did you hear? He's basically saying that they scavenge and use what they find for combat.
Yes, I did hear that.
Okay.
Tell me, do you not have any people, any of your people or others that you take in that make better versions? Because these are quite ramshackle.
We have learned some skill. We had a Goron for a long time who was slave and made tools. He no longer with us.
So, as of right now, who's the leader?
Wonderful people.
For the leader, his name, Medrock. He lead us all. He leader of Hoblin's mighty bugbear.
Midgehog?
Medrock. I'll type it in chat.
Okay, thank you. Midrock. That seems a bit much. Sorry, I'm also responding to Sylvan.
Well, he's staying in your room.
Alright, I got my little spots right there. I gotta make sure I don't forget their names. Alright.
Sorry, I didn't want to speak while someone else
Oh,
was
you're fine,
speaking.
yeah. So where we put him in the town? I doubt there's a Moblin daycare. We tie him up and leave him in our room like a dog. We can't. We can't just trust him yet. Would you suggest we let him roam about? You guys would know that they do have prisons if you wanted to bring him there.
Oh, they're gonna kill him in prison like almost instantly.
Yeah, that's my thought about it.
A roadside bandit and rapist just going to the prison. It's like, what are you here for? Petty theft? What are you here for?
I don't
Well,
think we
raped your
confirmed
sister.
any of that. Jeez.
Listen, have you watched Goblin Slayer? They're all evil.
These are moblins, though. Totally distinctly different, thank you very much.
Have you watched Moblin Slayer? They're all evil.
The Bob
Moblins!
Marvelous.
Oh, God.
I know exactly what you're referring to as well.
I thought I was the only one who watched that.
No, you're not. He's the ultimate thought slayer.
Ultimate.
Alright, so bringing him into the town, though. Any other questions you have before you guys arrive at the town for him?
Oh, I think this was just going to be one of the things we'd have to discuss as a party off camera about what to do, since, that would take up time.
Right.
But Atok is basically just trying to get a feel for the character, using his knowledge of humanoids, moblins, goblinoids, all that to his advantage, and try to pry at what sort of makes this one tick.
Okay. He's pretty much been upfront about what he wants to fight for food and gold. But he hasn't really. It doesn't seem like he's really warmed up to the task of being an errand boy. So.
Yeah, that was my concern, and also Atok's.
Well, maybe we can have him on the battlefield.
Well, maybe we can put him on the battlefield on the front lines, but looking at the combat prowess of his comrades, I don't think they'll last very long.
Why not? He seems to be very proficient in melee combat.
Ah, that's true, and you almost killed him. Right? In one shot. So what do you think will happen when he faces anyone more proficient than a bandit?
Well, to be honest, you've been poked by it as well. You've seen his prowess.
I've seen the damage he can
And he's
output, but
plenty durable since he survived 2 spells.
He swings like a wild beast. I mean, if you
Weren't you the one
insist
that
we
wanted
can-
to recruit him?
I wanted to reform him. I don't think he has combat practice yet. I don't think he's very combat practical.
Well, he's not going to improve if you don't let him.
I think maybe we should train him, teach him discipline first, honor, a paladin's code.
Yes, and you gain experience by being on the field.
Yeah, like a squire. I think Hylians have those anyway.
But they don't put squires into battle until they're ready. They're not just
I
like,
beg
all
to
right,
differ."
young knight. They're not just like, all right, young squire, onto the firing lines. Where all squires would be dead almost
Have you
instantly.
not seen Wartime? That's exactly how it went.
Yes, during wartime, but usually they have time to practice and learn the trade before they go out. You don't just slap on some armor and say, all right, you're a knight now, run out.
Either way, I
You'd
think
be
the point
surprised.
is this one might be A, both useful, and B, predictable.
Well, all right. You are holding his leash, so he's your responsibility. Right
Oh, how
now.
quickly you shifted that.
You bought the dog and then handed the leash to the person in the house that wanted it the least.
I'm the guy who like gets the dog and then never walks it.
Yep. Shame on you.
Too late now, Itak has the leash.
And then I'm running away.
The moblin just, or Rain, just kind of like stares at you and just smiles, giving you a grin.
All right. Way of old lassie. Oh, sorry, yellow.
All right, are you putting him down?
Onward to Asgard! I mean,
As Silvam rushes far ahead, Belton, you're alone with this
Back
mob.
of the head. Puchna. No. I'm tempted, but no.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. That might be something to talk about after as well.
All right, so we'll kind of move on and head over towards Kakariko Village. It's 2:30 now. How are you guys doing with time?
I'm fine.
Don't we usually end in about an hour and a half?
Oh, that's because of time constraints.
Yeah, that's usually because of time constraints for it. I try and play for it about 3 hours, but it hasn't.
I'm
worked
up for
well.
more. I'm up for way more.
All right.
I want to say I sort of want to discuss a lot of the things because I have a couple of ideas and that might be
I'm
good
down.
to talk about.
I'm done for discussions, but I like a lot of in-character discussions instead of more out-of-character discussions. I find that kind of fun, but if that's going to burn game time, you know what I mean?
Well,
Oh yeah,
we're going to town, and
I think we're good. We're good to keep continuing, and we can have these discussions in character for a little bit if you guys want to go that route, because I think this is all stuff that your characters would really discuss anyways.
sweet.
yeah,
That's
it
what I
makes
was.
for me like.
That's what I was planning for, or at least that's what I was hoping for. So, what was it you wanted to talk about, Itak?
Well, as of right now, we're sort of heading to Kakariko Village also to talk to. Sorry, so my question at this point is, should we just go to Death Mountain? Right after, or?
Well, I don't see why not, but didn't you want to head towards the Zora territory?
Well, I believe we're a bit closer now.
we're a little closer to Zora, aren't we?
So Death Mountain is above Kakariko Village. So you are closer to Death Mountain is just physically closer to Hyrule Castle, and that's why they were suggested originally. But you guys can go to Zora's Mountain and then backtrack to Death Mountain as well. Like, it just depends if you want to move upwards or if you're moving outwards. Like,
Do we have climbing gear to move upwards? Are we prepared?
there are trails and paths that you would know that.
Also,
Yeah,
I
we're
do have
found-
climbing gear as a talk.
We should probably buy kits.
Well, then I don't see why not. Maybe there are kids in Kakariko Village.
Oh, we're definitely going to the village. Like, we need to sell off this mask.
Yes, sir! Alright, onward.
Alright, so first thing that's going to happen when you guys enter the town, the guards are instantly going to see the giant moblin tied up following behind you. And they're going to approach and like, what in hells do you have that thing for?
Well, it's our new pet mom then. We're keeping him secure, considered like a guard dog. His only job is to watch and make sure. As long as you give him a gold a day, nothing will happen. And then I'll hand the guards 10 gold and be like, there you go, hold on to that, take this, and I'll throw him the leash. Now, we'll be heading inward.
You really are treating him like a pet.
So
The pet
wait,
you don't
hold on,
really want.
let me clarify really quick, because what it sounds like just happened is that it sounds like you flustered a guard, instantly telling him, "Here's some money. Watch my pet."
Basically, yeah.
Dangerous
So,
pet.
Some's just so done with the racism. He's like, or the moblinism. He's like, here's my pet. Watch him. Here's the money for like whatever you need. But anyway, moving onward.
So,
Like, if they're not gonna stop him, someone's just gonna keep walking.
they are gonna be confused. Have a a wounded moblin on the leash. The moblin's just gonna look at the guards. I need to use bathroom.
Of course.
I'm gonna shout as I'm walking.
Watch him as he goes. Don't let him go in the buildings. There should be some forest or some plants nearby you can go in. Anyway, we'll be back in about a day or so. So
They
keep him
are
safe until then.
so you'll see them and they'll discuss among themselves, and you guys would kind of keep walking. In the meantime, some point of interest of what you guys see as you're walking into this town. You're gonna see a first thing is gonna be like this large like well kind of dead center into the town that is filled with water. People are kind of grabbing. It's kind of like their life source of this town, as they are kind of quickly grabbing buckets of water and things throughout here. Next thing is you'll see a large windmill out further into the area. It's kind of sitting on top of a pretty big hill overlooking the graveyard site. You will see there is the path that leads towards the Goron Trail. It is a gated off area, and there's a few guards posted over by that. And then you'll see a woman frantically chasing some chickens around the town as well, trying to grab onto them and quickly kind of escaping her grasp. She'll kind of pout a little bit, but continue chasing after them throughout the entire area. Some people are just kind of sitting back and laughing, while others are trying to help her. And other than that, there are signage to lead people towards the cemetery, where they have buried their dead. So you got a couple different things that are going on in this town.
Well, I have a couple of things we could do. Do we want to split up to try to find the mailman, and then we'll try to grab the others if we find them?
Why don't we go to the mail room? He should be there.
The mail room is in Hyrule Castle.
There isn't one in Kakariko Village.
There is not, no. The mail is distributed mostly from Hyrule Castle and outwards.
That's what my guess was going to be.
You know, that makes sense, but there should be some type of central location where they distribute mail here.
Not that many people write letters. It's more of by mail, it's mostly a courier than anything.
Right. So it's one dude going from like one place to another place. They don't really have a mail system.
Exactly.
It's like, go to this guy's house and give him the letter I wrote.
Right.
Okay.
They have more employees than one, but there's, yeah. So, in the town then,
But-
where you guys want to do?
So, at Chicken's gravesite, we have mailman, and what else was it?
Let's see, windmill, the Goron Trail, chickens are running around, the well I just described as like just scenery, and the cemetery.
Wait, are there any guards nearby walking about?
The guards are mostly posted at the beginning of the village and near the end of the villages.
As we entered the village, was there any Goron guards there?
There was not.
All right, so I'll I'll ask everyone to follow me to the other end of the village, and I'll see if there's a Goron guard there.
All right.
All right. So if you're heading up towards the Death Mountain Trail, there is no Goron guards. There are some Hylians like cladded in armor, and they'll kind of approach and stop you before you guys get too close. Oh, what's your business? here?
Greetings. Believe it or not, delivery right now. By any chance, is a we've been told a Goron guard named Gabriel works around this path somewhere?
Oh, not Goron, but I'm Gabriel. It's the higher.
Oh, you're Gabriel. Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
Yes.
Description. I take out my note, like visibly take out my notes, and like not a Goron.
It's like I work the gate at the Goron, with in front of the Gorons, but yeah, that's just me. I ordered something from you, didn't I? The mask.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah. Here, let's see. How much do I owe? Was it 30?
Yes, there's 30 gold each.
All right. He will hand you the 30 gold in exchange for the mask.
That's,
He's like, I've been excited for this one. Thank you. My kid hopefully will love it.
and we can mark off the Keaton mask off of us.
All right. So trading out the mask.
Like, as he says, his kid will love it, Sobum's eyes just fill with fear, and then he'll just smile and nod. Okay, make sure your kid is fine, after he puts on the mask, just check in on him every once in a while.
What?
What?
That's
My friend here is very terrified of masks. It's a phobia.
Interesting trade you have then of delivering masks.
Well, I'm mostly presenting them. He doesn't get to see them often.
Okay.
I think it's for the best.
mostly a part-time job regardless.
Well, either way, I really appreciate the delivery for this. But other than that, what else anything else I can do for you?
You're guarding the path, or are you just looking after people coming through?
Well, we normally kind of make sure nobody goes up Death Mountain that isn't equipped for it. Especially right now, the mountain has been erupting pretty frequently. It's the volcano is very dangerous at the moment. So we're just on high alert.
How do we become equipped for it, good sir?
Well, judging by the base of it, you guys look pretty equipped overall, but you guys are welcome to travel up there if you need to be. It's mostly just to make sure that some of the village kids aren't stupid and climb up the mountain.
Fair enough.
That makes sense.
Do you have any potions of fire resistance? If you said the mountain is erupting.
No, but there's apothecary nearby. He'll kind of point you in the direction. It's like she does brew some quite powerful brews.
All right, I've had some brews from an apothecary in there a few times over. It's very very powerful. So I hope that this one is quite as potent.
Oh, I'm sure. We've supplied a few of them for travelers who typically goes up there. But their fire-resistant potions are very necessary as you get up to closer to the top. Are you planning on visiting the Gorons?
Yes.
All right. So the one thing I'll warn you on is there are some Tektites that kind of climb around the mountain range, and there have been sighted of Dodongos since the eruptions have been going. So just to give you the fair warning, those things are not fun to play with, so try your best to avoid them. And it might be better to run than to fight one outright.
Oh, really?
Especially the big ones.
By any chance, in case we're stuck battling one, in case they're barring our way, any tips on them? Weaknesses?
I've only taken down one, and that was with a group of us. And he kind of gestured over to some of the guards. It's like, yeah. I saw a kid once throw a bomb, as it was inhaling, trying to breathe out the fire, and that was a spectacle.
And where do we find these bombs?
Yeah.
Well, Most of them are up in the Goron. The Gorons are a pretty big supplier of it. Our local shops might supply them, but I don't think they have anything without. You have to have like a permit to carry these things. They are not the most. They are very fragile, and without special equipment, they will blow up just for falling down.
Oh,
So unless you have the proper gear to actually carry them around, it's unlikely. But our general store does actually carry them. He's well trained in it. Hello? What happened?
All right.
Alright, so he's kind of giving you some general info about the mountain range and stuff, what to kind of expect. There are large creatures that traverse the mountain pretty easily, and then there are some Dodongos that they notice that were on the pathing. He warns you about the fire. He warns you about the mountain kind of falling down. So he's giving you a lot of warnings of this place is pretty dangerous. But you guys have a mission to complete. So, in the meantime, are you guys going to continue up the mountain path, or are you going to continue exploring the town?
Well, we need to go get a good shake to the town regardless to check out what they have in the department of fire resistance potions. And
Well, you do that.
climbing kit and any bounties that we can actually pay for all the potions.
While you do that, I am going to go and pick up some food to feed my new pet. Do you have a steak shop nearby?
Yeah, we have a butcher.
Alright.
Sylvan's just gonna go like straight off to the butcher. He doesn't even finish it. Like he's like, alright, thank, and leaves.
Does he even have a clue how much meat costs?
No idea. Hey man, we have gold, and gold's worth a lot, right?
The party funds are with me, so good luck.
Yeah, who's got the? So you've dropped 10 gold to the guards for capturing. You had 100 in there, so they're down to 90.
Yeah.
Oh no,
90.
no, wait,
80.
wait, no. Are you referring to your personal gold?
I was looking at party loot.
No, party loot. I'm not gonna allow him to pay for the freaking moblin from the party. He's paying from pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's his moblin.
It's our moblin.
No, it's your moblin. I didn't agree on pets.
It's like those hot guys.
What?
Only one.
You have
don't
Shelly.
feed, they'll eat you.
Yes, but Shelly is an immortal spirit being and doesn't require sustenance.
So is Navi, by the way.
Yeah, so like, where is Nabi, by the way? She's still dead?
Yeah.
She'll be back after a long rest.
Okay.
Yes, and the last you burned Navi to crisp, so that only shows that you're very unfit to have a pet in the first place.
Well, then maybe it should be your pet, and you should be paying its
I
bills.
don't need a pet. I already have one, and she's wonderful.
Give me one sec.
Regardless,
Then I
being
just-
away the town. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, like, Felton, I just want you to pay my, have all the responsibility of this pet that I came in, I tried saving.
Yeah, I know. My friend, I've been in a relationship. This does not work on me. It is your responsibility. It is your pet. Good luck.
All right, so, other than that, then we've got 10 more minutes or so if you guys want, but I think this is a pretty good stopping point because then we can kind of discuss on where we want to do for the next game.
It would be perfect to check out what they have on their bounty board.
All right, so as far as the bounty board, there's really not much in this area towards that. One of them is wiping out a goblin infestation. One of them is the giant slayer from the apothecary, actually, where there are giants roaming, and she needs their parts to brew potions.
Ooh.
And that is all that's in for Kakariko.
What is the payout for the giant slayers?
They are ranging between 500 and 1,000.
Ooh. This could fund many things. This could fund a lot of things. Oh, right. I completely forgot. For the last night, I didn't roll for progress on my slippers.
Oh, go ahead and do that.
Right. Where's my Weaver's Tools? That was
Very
good progress.
Very good progress. I think you need just one more success on it, right?
All right, so this evening, if we stay in the... I think it's late enough for us to stay in the town, yeah.
All right, give me one more Weaver's Tools, and then if that succeeds, then you just have to be able to enchant it.
12.
All right, that's good enough. So you will be able to... So the item itself is completed. You just have to enchant it. So you just have to pay for the material for that.
That's why I bought the... already bought the dust for it, specifically.
Oh, nice. That's right. So in that case, you have your... What was it? Boots of what? Spider
Slippers
walking?
of spider... yeah, slippers of spider climbing. They're actually a standard item. They will allow me to walk up walls. And that's it. There's even a picture of them if you want to. I'm just gonna repost it.
All right, there you go. It does require attunement, but you do have them.
Yes.
And feel free to upload an image if you want.
Okay. Is there a... Oh, there you go. Entry. There we go.
All right, so I'm going to end the stream here, and then we'll talk about a few things, too, off screen.
Got it. Bye for now, everyone.